Good morning. I don't know if y'all can hear that announcement. Okay, that's what I wanted to hear. Where the gangways were to get off the ship. Good morning. It's day 3. We are in Nassau. I just woke up. I slept in, I think it's like 8:15, 8:30. Maya got up really early. She went to a stretch something and she went to yoga. She said she was going to do stretch and yoga. So I'm not sure what time she'll be back, but we will be getting off the ship today. Maya has something very special she wants to do in Nassau. I think the last place we checked in with you all was at the movie. Something like King Kong and Godzilla or something like that. We didn't finish the movie. It was so cold. Yesterday we sailed into a cold front. And the captain came on and let us know that that was happening. But he said today we should have good weather. So hopefully when we get off the ship, it's not super cold. But it was so cold and windy. So we were probably up there for maybe 45 minutes. And then we came back down to the room and watched a movie in our room, and that was it. That we wrapped up the night with that. I wanted to tell you all about dinner, but I just kind of got carried away in conversation. I didn't get very good footage at dinner last night at all because everything was so amazing at dinner. When they set us down, it was at a big table. And at first I was disappointed because I wanted a table for 2 with just Maya and I was like, dang, I should have said something to them. I should have mentioned I would like to get a table for 2. But that's okay. We'll sit here tonight and maybe I'll make the request for tomorrow night. Well, you know how God works all things together. The table that we sat at was 4 sets of mothers and daughters. So it was Maya and I, and then 3 other mothers with their daughters. And Maya's 21. There was another daughter there that was 21, and it was just amazing conversation for the entire meal. It was absolutely great. We missed it the first night because I told you the first night everything was kind of hectic and we were running behind, so we just grabbed burgers for dinner. And only 2 of the mothers and daughters were there the first night, but last night there were 4 mothers, 4 daughters. Conversation was so great. Like, God is just amazing. So yeah, I didn't really even pick up my phone. I didn't really even think to grab the phone to get any footage. Dinner with that amazing group of people that God connected us with. And then we went up and watched part of a movie, had some popcorn on the Lido, and then came back down to our cabin and we watched It Ends With Us on Netflix and went to bed. And that's it, y'all. So Maya has some very special plans. Not cemented plans because it's kind of just an idea of a plan at this point, concepts of a plan at this point for what she wants to do in Nassau. But whatever we do, we'll bring you along and share it with you. The Bahamas is very special to us. Our family is from the Bahamas. My grandfather's from here. So we love to come here. We love to put dollars into the local economy here. Because my grandfather's from here, we like to do things that strengthen the connection that we feel to the Bahamas. So we'll see what we get into, and yeah, bring y'all with us. Bye-bye. So I'm still waiting on Maya to come to the room. I've gotten up and dressed and ready, so just waiting on her. I decided to work on this book that Maya gave me. I was working on a puzzle and caboodle, watching my girl Brittany Vaughn on YouTube, and then I decided to pull this book out and start working on it. I wanted to share it with you all because I think it is such a neat idea. Bianca gave me this. It is a Bianca is my second youngest daughter. It's a family keepsake journal. Mom, I want to hear your story. A mother's guided journal to share her life and her love. So she gave me this as a gift and she wanted me to complete it for her, which I think is just so cute. And it has questions in it like, growing up, and then a quote, "We are born of love and love is our mother." How would you describe yourself when you were a kid? Did you have a nickname when you were growing up? If yes, how'd you get it? Who are your best friends in elementary school? Are you still in contact with them? Describe what your room looked like when you were growing up. Was it messy or clean? Did you have paintings or posters on the wall? What were your main colors? Just flipping to random pages. What was the best boss you ever had, and why were they such a good manager? What are some of your work and career related achievements that you're proudest of? Parents and grandparents. What is some of the best advice your father gave you? What is some of the best advice your mother gave you? I just thought this was such a great idea. I wish I had something like this from my grandmother. I may purchase something like this and send it to my mother. So I'm going to work on this until Maya gets back and continue watching my girl Brittany. If you like true crime, check out Brittany Vaughn. She is hilarious. Like, the way she retells the story has me cracking up every time. So we're parked right next to the entrance to the port. Thank you, Lord. That means we don't have a long walk. Alright, so we are about to exit the port. I told you all that Maya wanted to do something special while we were in Nassau. So go ahead and guess what you think it might be. So go ahead and drop in the comments what you think the special thing that she might want to do while we're here is.
Miles turn glass.
Actually, that's where my grandfather's from.
I have a customer. How you doing? Who's the...
So we met a cousin in the Bahamas. Hello.
Hi, how are you? Margaret from Nassau. Yeah.
Oh.
How's that feel?
So if you guessed get tattoos, ding, 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 you are correct. Maya and I both got tattoos. For me, it was my very first tattoo at the age of 50. For Maya, it was just an additional tattoo. But the tattoo shop we went to was directly across the street from the port, so we walked there. We did actually just totally randomly bump into someone who is one of our cousins. We did not know her. She works for the tourism industry in the Bahamas, and we asked her where the tattoo shop was. She volunteered to take us to the tattoo shop. When she asked if we had ever been to the Bahamas and I told her we were from there, she asked me my name. She was like, oh my goodness, we're cousins, and we went through the family line. And so that was great. That was wonderful. That was a nice surprise. After the tattoo shop, we caught a taxi, and we are on our way to Twin Brothers Restaurant.
That was a good deal. Take care of you.
Okay, so we got our tattoos. Your girl is tatted. And then we caught a taxi to the fish fry to Twin Brothers. I will try to show you the menu just so you can get kind of an idea of the pricing. It's always helpful to know like what things actually cost. Cheers to good health, prosperity, healthy families, and all the things. Alright, so Maya got some conch fritters, but I am going to steal at least one. Look at that. Yum. Look at the size of that conch in there. Oh my goodness. All conch fritters are not created equal. So I got jerk chicken, peas and rice, and macaroni and cheese. And everything looks absolutely delicious. Everything is hot. Tastes so fresh. The macaroni and cheese is so good. Let me taste the chicken. Jerk chicken. Falling off the bone jerk chicken. Delicious. 10 out of 10. I highly recommend. We also got conch salad. Look at that. It's delicious. It's like a ceviche. I'm not gonna be able to eat it all, but I had to get some. So good.
Yeah, that's the sit down side. Then this side is like the takeout side.
Oh, okay.
And the little beach behind it.
So we're on the way back to the ship. We got Yellow Man as our taxi driver.
You can see the ship's Hey, that's not even the best beach. I mean, it's a good beach, but we got the beach prettier than that. This is an normal beach. There's 44 countries in the British Commonwealth, like Canada, Australia.
Right.
It's called the Westminster style of government. Instead of states, it's chopped into constituencies. Instead of, it's the same thing in a different way, just different words.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Hey friends, I'm just waking up from my nap. We got back on the ship around 3:30. A sail away was 4:30, or all aboard was 4:30. But we always shoot to try to get back on the ship at least an hour ahead of time because, you know, anything can happen. Anything can happen. And as a matter of fact, something must have happened to somebody because today, right at like probably about 15 minutes, like maybe 4:45, they came on the announcement and they named like 8 or 9 people, like, please come to guest services or call this number. That usually means that at the time we're supposed to set sail, they ain't made it back to the ship yet. So I hope they got back. And both of us took a nap. Maya got up and she went up to the Lido deck. She met some friends up there. So she went up to paint with some of the friends that she met on the ship. I told her I was just going to stay in the room and continue to relax until it was time to get ready for dinner. But we had an amazing time in Nassau today. I got my first tattoo. Can y'all believe I got my first tattoo at 50? I didn't know whether I was ever going to get a tattoo. I had always kind of wanted one, but my former mother-in-law, well, I'm still gonna call her my mother-in-law because I love her, but she had always asked me, please don't get a tattoo, please don't get a tattoo. But she passed away a few years ago and I just always just kind of wanted one. So yeah, I got my first tattoo. Maya and I both got conch shells. They're a little bit different. Maya's had more detail and shading, but I was scared to get all the shading because I thought it was going to just like, I don't know what I thought. It didn't hurt that bad. It wasn't that bad at all. It was more uncomfortable than pain. But anyway, so we got matching tattoos. So I just love that. I love that. Every time I look at it, I'll be able to think about this one-on-one trip with her. And then we went to the fish fry. And oh my gosh, y'all, our food was so good. Our food was so good. That drink was so strong. I couldn't even finish the drink. I could not. I feel like if I had finished that drink, I would have needed help getting back to the ship. Like, I couldn't finish a drink. We couldn't finish the food. We didn't even eat a quarter of the conch salad, which was so delicious and so fresh and just so good. We didn't finish anything. Like, the portions were huge. And when we woke up from my nap, I told Maya, I wish I had my food. I want my food that I left at the restaurant. But it was so good. Y'all, highly recommend when you come to the Bahamas. It's a taxi is quick, like 10 minutes from the port. On the way there, before tip, she said it was going to be $22 to take Maya and I to the restaurant. On the way back, the guy said it would be $15 to take us back and have cash, because they did not take cards. They said they would take us to the bank to use the ATM, but they didn't take cards. So we did have some cash to be able to pay our taxi drivers, and of course tip our taxi drivers, because they're amazing. Like the taxi driver that took us to the restaurant, she walked us inside and everything to make sure we were good. And the guy that brought us back, he told us, a little bit about the history of Nassau. I was asking him questions. I'm a curious person. Like, I'm a history person. I love history, but I also just like learning. So their parliament, today is the 8th. He said they had like a parliament, I think he called it Windsor something, where like the government officials are being sworn in. So I don't know if it's something similar to what happened in America on the January 6th, or maybe inauguration. I'm not sure, but that was happening today. So he said it was a little bit congested. We saw lots of government cars, like black cars that had government tags on them. So, and he was just telling us a little bit about, like what independence from the UK looks like. It is a little bit after 5, so I need to get up and start getting ready for dinner. I'm gonna tell you the truth, I don't want to. I just want to like lay here and read a book, but I'm gonna get up because we had such a great time with our table mates last night, and they wanted to know whether we were going to come back with tattoos. And there's another mother and daughter there who, when Maya said that we were thinking about getting mother-daughter tattoos, the other daughter was like, I'm trying to talk my mom into it, but she doesn't want to do it. So we ended up talking to them. Mostly Maya was talking to them, and they were thinking about it. The mom was thinking about it by the time we left dinner, so I want to go back and see if she got her tattoo. But today's fun fact. Our room steward said that he has 37 cabins that he is responsible for cleaning. 37 cabins. And he explained that his cabins are not all in one block. Like, his cabins form a U. So sometimes he's actually on the other hallway. And he said, I have 37 cabins. So, fun fact, you all be easy with the crew on these cruise ships. Like, give them grace and understand they work so hard. They work so hard and they do such a good job. So, be easy. Maya got upset today because she heard a guy just talking down to one of the crew members. Like, she said she felt like he was talking to the crew member like the crew member was stupid. And she got so upset. And so she waited till I wasn't with her. She said she waited till the guy walked away, and then she went to the crew member and told him, thank you so much for everything you do. You're really making our cruise so much better. We really appreciate you. Thank you so much. And so she got so upset. I love that girl. But anyway, yeah, y'all give them grace. They work so hard, and they want us to have a great cruise, and they're away from their families. They don't go to the home to their family like we do at the end of the day. They're away from their families for months at a time. All right, off my soapbox. Let me get up and get ready for dinner. I'll see y'all later. While at dinner, Maya mentioned she had never seen Forrest Gump, so we decided it was a must-see. Good morning. So I haven't done anything this morning. We slept in, and then I just laid in the bed reading for a while. Maya went to the club last night. I told her to get some footage. If she did, I'll insert it here. So she got in like 1-ish, I think. And so she slept late this morning. And I just tried to kind of stay quiet in the room so that I wouldn't wake her up. And then I got up and came up to enjoy the hot tub for a little while. We're in Freeport today, but we won't be getting off the ship. We're just going to enjoy this empty ship and enjoy our last day on the cruise. Whatever I get into, I'll check in with you all. I'm reading. Uh-oh, I just dropped my earring. I'm reading A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. This is one of the books that Maya got me for Christmas. So I'll check in with you all later. Hey friends. I just spent about an hour in the hot tub. Decided to just hang out on the Lido for a while and to keep reading my book. So I'm in the room getting some work done, and they just knocked to bring back one of our bags of laundry. One of the perks of Platinum is free laundry, like wash, dry, fold service. So on a 4-day cruise, I can only get 2 bags done, but that's enough to where day 1, 2, and 3 of the cruise, all of those clothes have been washed for us. We got the bags together last night. They picked them up last night. They just brought back the first one. These bags look small, but you can pack a lot in these bags. I'm plus size. I wear plus size women's 28. Maya's itty bitty, but between the 2 bags, we were able to get all of our first 3 days of clothes in them and washed. So we get to go home with clean laundry. Good morning. I know y'all are like, girl, what happened to the last day of the cruise? I don't know. You have to tell me. I got quite a bit of work done, and that's it. I didn't do anything. I had in the cabin all day. Well, after I got out of the hot tub, after I laid out on the Lido deck, I probably got back to the cabin about 1 and stayed in there for the whole rest of the day. We are now sitting in the Renoir dining room on deck 3 forward for Platinum VIP. I don't know if it's called VIP, but I'm gonna call it VIP. Debarkation. Platinum VIFP Debarkation. Platinum and Diamond get to leave the ship early. We're walked off early, so we're about to head off now. That's the end of our vlog. Thank you for hanging out with us, and we will see y'all on the next one. Before you leave, please make sure that you subscribe to our channel and leave a comment on the video. Can you believe we are almost at 200 subscribers? I'm so excited and can't wait to share our next adventure with you.